Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into some interesting news from Warner Brothers Discovery, and it involves a separation. No, not a celebrity breakup, but something that could make or break this media giant. Before I dive in, if you like decoding the corporate world, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. We are looking at an 8K filing, which is basically a company's way of shouting, hey, something important happened, to the Securities and Exchange Commission, also known as the SEC. In this case, it's dated June 9th, 2025. This report is filed by Warner Bros. Discovery, the company behind HBO, CNN, Discovery Channel, and much more. The earliest event noted in this report happened on June 9th, 2025. Keep that date in mind as we go forward. Warner Bros. Discovery has a few different types of securities or investments registered. The most common one is their Series A common stock, which trades under the ticker symbol WBD on the Nasdaq. They also have some bonds or debt called senior notes that mature in 2030 and 2033, trading under also on the Nasdaq. These are just ways people can invest in the company. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. Item 801, simply titled Other Events, is where companies disclose noteworthy happenings. Warner Bros. Discovery announced its plan to split the company into two separate publicly traded companies, WBD companies. The split is designed to be a tax-free transaction. Basically, they are restructuring the company. This is a pretty big deal, meaning that the company will change its structure. To add to the complexity, Warner Bros. Discovery, through its subsidiaries, is offering to buy back a whole bunch of their own debt, about $14.6 billion worth. This is done through what they call tender offers. They're also asking the people who own that debt for permission or consent to make some changes to the agreements that govern that debt. These offers and requests are detailed in a document called the Offer to Purchase and Consent Solicitation Statement. If you want to read the full details, you can find that document on a website called wdald in a document called the Offer to Purchase and Consent Solicitation Statement. To finance buying back all that debt, Warner Bros. Discovery is getting a loan of up to $17.5 billion. This is called a secured bridge loan facility from JP Chase Bank. Think of it as a temporary loan to bridge the gap while they sort things out. This loan could potentially increase to $20 billion if both Warner Bros. Discovery and JP Chase agree. The company wants you to know that this report contains forward-looking statements. These are basically predictions about the future. They come with a warning that things might not go as planned. Many risks and uncertainties could affect the actual results. There is a whole list of potential problems, from the deal falling apart completely, to not getting the tax benefits they expect, to lawsuits, to the whole thing taking longer or costing more than they predict. The split could change their existing businesses, and there is a risk the company could find it hard to hire and retain staff. Ultimately, there is no guarantee the separation will work out as they hope. It's a high-stakes gamble. The company includes two press releases as exhibits. These are official statements that were released to the public. One is about the separation transaction we discussed earlier, and the other is about the tender offers, meaning the debt buyback. Alright, let's break down what all of this means. Warner Bros. Discovery is making some massive moves. First, they are splitting the company into two. Second, they are trying to buy back a huge amount of their debt. All of this is happening while they are warning investors that things could go wrong. So, what's the story here? Well, big companies often restructure to unlock value, to change strategic direction or simplify things. Maybe they think two smaller companies will be worth more than one big one. Maybe they want to focus on different things. Buying back debt can make a company look better to investors. It can reduce the amount of interest they have to pay. It is like paying off your mortgage. However, splitting up a company is complex. There are risks with splitting up a company, as there can be many complications along the way. Also, taking on billions in debt to buy back old debt is risky. If things don't go as planned, Warner Bros. Discovery could end up in even more trouble. It's also worth noting that the media landscape is changing rapidly. Streaming services, cable TV, and movie theaters are all fighting for our attention and money. Companies like Warner Bros. Discovery have to adapt or die. This restructuring might be their way of trying to win in this new world. Ultimately, it is difficult to say whether these moves will pay off. There are certainly potential risks. There are also significant risks. What do you think about Warner Bros. Discovery's plans? Will this split work, or will it lead to more problems? I want to know your thoughts. Drop a comment below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives. And don't forget to join the Discord channel linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.